Hey guys, welcome to this next video, which is going to be about roller setting natural hair. Now, the benefits of this process is number one, there's no heat damage or limited heat damage. The second benefit is that it's long lasting. It brings a lot of volume to the hair and it smooths out or stretches your natural curl pattern. You're going to need rollers of your choice in your size, clips to clamp the rollers down, a rat tail comb with fine teeth, your foam of choice, a dryer, and don't forget the paddle brush for detangling the hair. This service works easiest when the hair has been shampooed, conditioned, and some type of serum used to lock the moisture in the hair. Now, you want to make sure that through this entire service, the hair remains damp, so I always like to use a mister. Keep in mind the size rollers that you're going to use and make sure whatever roller size or rod size that you use is no longer than the parting and no thicker than the parting. Otherwise, it's going to take forever to dry and then you're not going to get the curl pattern that you want. So as you can see, I'm applying my foam quite liberally, and then I'm going to take my section and comb the foam through. Now when you comb through and detangle the parting, you want to make sure you go from the ends to the root. Smooth the ends over the tip of the roller and begin using tension, rolling the hair back down to the base of the head. Take your time, use proper tension, and smooth as you go. Use a clip to secure the roller to the base of the head, and if there's a gap between any of the rollers, use a clip to close that gap. Now, to achieve the most volume, you're going to do what's called over-directing the hair. Every time you see me hold the hair way up, that's called over-directing. We do this to achieve the most volume, and it also ensures that the roller lands directly on its base. Now we're coming to the edges of the head. This is when you really want to focus on tension. We all know the edges never want to cooperate, so the more tension you can put on the hair as you roll it now, the better off you're going to be. Liberally apply the foam and smooth that hair out. The smoother the hair, the better it's going to look after it dries. Oops! If you make a mistake, don't worry about it. Just roll the hair out a little bit, reapply your tension, and roll it to the base and clip it. Shout out to my client for slouching in the chair. She knows I'm short. Anyway, now you're almost finished. The biggest tip I can give you here is to roll the hair in the direction you want it to go when it is dry. So plan accordingly. Notice the technique hasn't changed. Combing the hair straight up, smoothing the hair over that roller, using good tension, bringing it down to its base, and clipping it. That never changes. Yes, the music was on point that day. Y'all see her head bobbing? Okay, we've reached the very last section. So by the time you get a head full of rollers, it can get a little bit crowded. So there are some things you can do to make sure they all fit. I personally like to roll straight out from the head and really get that tension nice and tight on that last roller because we don't want any puffiness around her hairline. Just pin it down and you are all done. Pat yourself on the back because that's a good looking roller set right there. So your client, she jamming again. What was I playing that day? Okay, so your client is from under the dryer. And I mean a complete drying session. Now, let's talk dryers for a minute. Clients hate them. You hate them. I hate them. But if you're doing a roller set, there is no getting around this. The best set is one that sits under a dryer for an hour minimum to an hour and a half. I think she sits for about an hour and 15 minutes. But do you see how those rollers fall out of her hair? Do you see the shine on that hair? It is worth every single minute. Now it's time to break the curls up. So I like to take a little bit of serum. Here I'm using the Cheese Silk Infusion. I'm going to emulsify it in my hands and begin to rub it through all the curls. This is a roller set done right. The hair has been thermally set, so the curls will stay. Now it's time to use the dryer to go ahead and smooth out those edges. Remember, it's always about control, so make sure your dryer has a concentrator so it can focus only on the roots of the hair. Go through the hair section by section and use the dryer to smooth out the roots. Again, the curls aren't going anywhere. This also helps to remove the part lines and blend the sections together. There's still tons of volume, still plenty of curls, and she has smooth edges too now. Now we're just going to add a little bit of Shine Spray by Chi, and then we're going to comb it into the style we want. Or at least I thought we were. I was reminded that she's going out of town this weekend, so she wants me to actually put it in a dry wrap, and she'll take it down when she gets to her destination, and you know what? I don't blame her for that. So that's actually what you'll see next. But I do have a photo that really inspired this video of what her hair looked like the last time we did a roller set. So I'll put that up so you can see the end result for that. And then I'll go ahead and still do the dry wrap so you can see how I do that service also. But in the meantime, look how beautiful her hair turned out. Just keep combing it into place until you get exactly what you want, and don't be afraid to use a little bit of edge control. Now back to this dry wrap. So basically I always start my wrap with the paddle brush. The curls again aren't going anywhere. She has a coarse wiry type of hair and it really believes in holding on to a curl. So she'll have curl for about 4 or 5 days even though she wraps it every night. Okay, so now I'm going to switch from my paddle brush to a fine tooth comb, and you're just going to continue combing the hair in a circular pattern until the hair is completely smooth. Encourage your client to not wrap their hair so tight that it pushes that top center down so flat, because that's where all the volume is, and you want to make sure you have that in the morning whenever you take down your wrap. But I'm really happy with the results. I love how much her hair stretches out with just a roller set, and she is completely 100% natural from her roots to her ends. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or any comments, just leave them below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, this is Q with QLovesHair telling you to take care of what you love. Bye.